Ses 1 2 3 okey. En son Bahamut'u yere sermiştik abi. Kaldığımız yerden devam.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Aye, all their fancy silks.
Still alive, are you? Coin purse weighing you down? Finished, are you? Aye, it's a dangerous world. Take care.
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want? Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Brightburn.
That it? Fine.
Bakayım Brightburn'e şu ışıkta. Fena değil. Ne kadar rahatlatıcı bir müzik.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
There's talk of these skies driving.
Making them skies then.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I leave the scheming to those more sick. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts. Could be that they don't.
I suppose not.
Evet. Şu an kimsenin ne yapacağını tam olarak bilmiyoruz ha. Things fall apart. Aynen öyle abi. Bahamut ve İmparatorluk
How is
yıkıldı
it that
yani.
every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think.
Your country is gone
A few
yani.
toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet and
I hope so.
look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to...
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
Evet.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considered without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would
Which is only ever going to end one way.
defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an. Should the king of Wulu deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
Aynen öyle.
Will we ever see the sun again?
Evet, gökyüzü bir fuck up olmuş. Ben de diyordum zaten niye karanlık pembemsi bir renk falan diye.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Let me guess.
Is there anything you don't know, Luke?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed, that, I believe, is a question the fallen might be. And on the sixth day, did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historic. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining. You will forgive me,
Certainly not. Because even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Clive, we have
Only one. That would be a
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Akashic out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was...
When it rained.
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any... Which means... There's a...
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Hani Joshua nerede abi? Marta'ya tabii ki de önce yardım edeceğiz de yani. Marta, Northreach, Dalimil yapabiliriz. Önce Marta tabii ki de öncelikli yani. Dalimil ve Northreach düşünüyorum. Önce Northreach'e mi gitsek? Yani çok da fark etmez. Oo, adamın kolu gitmiş.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha.
And you, Clive.
Otto said you'd been attacked by Akashic.
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, there were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, there's so...
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me that...
We're on our way.
Flames of War.
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
No.
No chance.
Good man.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Ya ben değiştirmemişim skill'leri. Neyse ejderin gözünü açtıktan sonra değiştiririz abi.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their hope. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we...
Martha! The scouting party's almost at the lift. But they got a pack of Akashic snap and they got wounded with them. They're not...
Damn it all.
Tamam biz
We'll worry
yetişir
about
sıkıntı
that,
yok
Martha.
You
abi.
look after everyone here. If any can still...
I will. You two be safe now.
My...
Mad dogs.
Ben şeye merak ediyorum. Muddy Crystal daha önce de yok gitmiştik. Bizzat göklerin bu hale gelmesinin sebebi Bahamut'un dominant işte Bahamut'la bir alakası mı var hani? Her şey, her dominantın şeyinin artık canavarının mı diyeyim? Farklı bir etkisi mi
Squire,
var?
I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir,
Arkadaşlar 10 dakika ara geliyorum.
So wait.
Yani.
Lord Rossfield, if you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it,
we thought we could sneak by them. But we
Eyvah.
didn't.
Geliyorum. Neye eyvah dedim derseniz, tavuğu dolaba koymayı unuttum. Onu koydum.
There would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
Of course, Jill, what kind of a question is that? Yani Bahamut'u devirmiş olan ben.
Always.
Kaplumbağa mı kesemeyeceğim? Beni küçümsüyorsun. Ben artık sevmiyorum. Titan'ın ultisi çok hasar vermiyor ya. Titan'ın ultisi güzel değil. Ama şeyi güzel. İkisi. Şu yumruk çeviriyoruz ya böyle. O güzel.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't...
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames.
you've never been one to shy away from danger, so wait. Like any
I see you're all in...
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow.
Toggle, my boy. You can pet the dog. Pet Toggle 5 times. İyi de biz daha önce 5 kere sevmiştik zaten. Sevmemiş miyiz? Ben sevmişizdir diyorum.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Just patch me up as quick as you can and get me back out there.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be
Baksana abi, sizin ultisi de hasar olmuyor. Titan'ın ultisi de. Bunun vurduğu hasar hiçbir vurmuyor. Çünkü bu direkt cana vuruyor ya.
Something's coming.
Ben de tam ne oldu diyecektim.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we? Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out?
The same as Sir Wade.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our...
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear it's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's... The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable.
Aynen öyle.
I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha?
Well, when you put it like that...
My lord, there's someone I'd like... Oscar? It is an honor to make you... I am Oscar.
Murdoch.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am... Well, go on, then. It's not for me. Yes. So wait. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, I would learn the duties of a shield from the fine.
But I am a shield no longer. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for...
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not to find... You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an... not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... I mean to say... It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me,
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle.
I would not have it any other way.
Yani ben şimdi Squire istemiyordum ama iyi, hadi verin bakalım. Ölmemeye çalış ufaklık. Oh, how things fall apart.
Cid! Your new companion appears Should I be worried?
Jill. Clive.
All lies.
Your stolers said that Dalimil has a bandit.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as... But the fact is, I haven't...
What did you say to me?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consent. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the...
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to her?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail.
Angel, bu konuda sana katılmıyorum yani.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're... And you cannot fill empty bellies with that.
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat.
That's enough. Any more of this and I'll throw you out. Come back when you're ready to talk like...
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid.
I was about to ask you.
The Costness is in chaos. And the markets of all but the Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same. These are cursed skies. The dark or an entire city.
We're still working on the skies. Perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so.
Ya Dalimil bizim babamızın şehri mi ya? Hayırdır abi? Allah Allah.
So, you see what I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason, but have left to smolder. That anger and fear.
My thoughts exactly. What both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how.
And if there's one thing bandits like...
What would Sid the Out...
Well, if he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces.
That sounds like a recipe.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the others, it may still be possible to make them doubt that before presenting them with a third.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves.
When all that fear and anger can be directed to the...
It appears we have a plan of Victor. Pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak...
As you wish.
Your faces are... Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking.
Play along.
What he means to say...
Picture it, Conrad. Is she? Conrad. May I introduce you to Jane?
A pleasure, my...
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver.
Victor says you told him that there aren't any men left to hire. Is that...
True as the crystals, nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from... You know of the 7 high houses? There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's...
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded, that a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they...
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Ah şu bizim çocuğun her yere vizyon yayma
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
Macerası olmasa Dudley'i kendi haline
It may still
bırakırdım.
be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capitals.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean...
Indeed, certainly. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher. It is only a matter of time before the
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplement. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what if our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are...
All right. If it were... But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if...
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good. Merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall...
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mommy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat with time. They may even learn to...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they all...
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the...
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups. One from the south and one from the desert. In a move, doubtless, intended to stretch our already...
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the...
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does...
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats, but...
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept...
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the...
No women folk them coming too.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
They need to overwhelm us. Get him.
Sultan.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you. You did well out there. The inn would have been...
Without you, there would have been no line. You saved us, Conrad.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that visitors from the desert were...
The plan worked, granted it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble at... We are united. As for you, Sid, you
I'll take that as a compliment.
Bizim elemanda sanat kariyeri ve aktörlük pek yok gibi.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Whole of Oriflamme under a blood. And we're next.
I can't do it.
Down değil mi bu? Değil mi? Down mı? Nasıl okunuyorsa artık.
The Lord.
We received the dames. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. They've taken so many.
Akash.
And what of your mistress?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what...
Then we'll look for her there.
More arrived from the capital this morning.
The two soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the cap. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me and protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that, in case you have forgotten, the people of this town, but more than that, they are your sisters, your brothers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take...
She speaks the truth, you know. This here is all we have.
What we have left is our lives.
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's... I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my need.
What we need to consider is where the creatures came from.
The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
That thing, it...
Did you see the creatures that...
Creatures? They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed more.
It's all right. It's all right.
Only me, Paul.
You're a pikeman, yes?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so the back of them glowing things found me in the meadow.
Leave that to her.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Ne kadar sakin ve huzurlu.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me.
Should I prime?
Should I prime mı? Kafayı mı yedin kızım?
Save your strength.
Yani Bahamut'la kapışırken prime'a dönüşüyordum. Burada mı prime'a dönüşüyordum? Gel. Neyse şunu keseyim de sonra sen bekleyebilirsin. Gel abi.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let...
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love.
Ah.
And the people I love include the ones standing.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Ya ben anladım zaten. İlk şu kaptan konuşmaya başladığı anda.
If you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Yani aklımın gördüğüm an aklımın ucuna gelen şeyin de gerçekleşmesi.
But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
No worries, love. Why we fight? We fight for love.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least.
Cilde hemen korumacı bir havaya girdi.
was wondering when you turned up. Hello, small our friends thanking you. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right...
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the color...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding. Now's not the time. Now's the time to visit the infirmary.
Thank you, Otter.
Gidip konuşalım şu ufaklıkla ya.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Anlat.
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special.
You are my
Your abilities begin with the
special.
flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
The
Were I to
consciousness.
hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost.
Cost of your life?
We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Hemen bir kan tükür oğlum. Drama yarat. Üf.
Joshua.
Kus demedim. Tükür dedim abi.
It's Gav.
Ne oldu, Gevde mi
An
sonunda?
army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Sürekli Gavada mı sonunda bir şey oldu? Gav.
Well, what's the short of it?
Thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege
Eyvah.
by an army of monstrosities.
Benim uçan gemime kim karışmaya
City Guard
çalışıyor
are
ya?
doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
Ya şipim nerede abi?
And Michelle, Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map.
Hadi göster map hadi.
This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
Jill.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor, where I can finally introduce you.
Crossed Echoes. Nasıl okunuyorsa artık. Şöyle dev gibi bir kurtum olsa da kurtumu sürsem ya. Ha benim ufacık bir sivricek kurdum var abi. O da zaten kendine hayrı yok. Clock and dagger. Dagger.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
Hey, hey!
You're right. I'm sorry.
Clive!
Yote is a fine scout. If Canville was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Oğlum Clive, hayırdır lan? Çocuğa atar gider yapıyorsun. Kafayı mı yedin oğlum? Bu akıllanmamış, ben size söyleyeyim bak.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
Çocuğu ne bozuyorsun oğlum? Çocuk sana bir şey anlatıyor. Eşek sıpası ya. Aşağı mı düştü? Ne oldu?
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Katılıyorum abi. 15 yıl boyunca pişmanları çektiğim kardeşin gelmiş. Ne atar gider yapıyor, size eğleniyor, mutlu diye. Sen hikayene devam et kardeşim. Biz seni dinliyoruz. Anlat bize, Yot'u anlat hadi. O kadar gördük, kız seni taşıdı, yanında yolculuk yaptı. Anlat bakalım neyin nesiymiş. Hadi anlat. Republican Soldier anlat bakalım.
You're injured.
Clive iyi bir gözlemci.
What happened here? Where are your...
Swallowdog. My own men did this. There's a village not far from it. It's a week.
I'll go.
Thank you.
Off the track mi abi? Off the track deme.
Forgive me.
Rest well, soldier.
Ya Kupka diyor Clive. Sal bu quest'i. Lord'unu ben öldürdüm bu arada.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic is still there.
Uzun dışındaymış abi. Neyse ölünün son isteğini yerine getirelim.
They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Right. I got here in time.
Someone there! Please, I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Sen yaralı gibisin sanki ha? Clive gözlemi.
The fighting.
Taken care of. One of your brothers.
Another survivor.
His wound.
Adam ayağa kalktı abi, bu ne? Adam öyle bir şoka maruz kaldı ki.
He was right to send you. Tabor is safe thanks to you.
Umarım ödemeyi yapmışsındır, yoksa canınla ödemek zorunda kalabilirsin dostum.
You seem familiar.
You must have me confused.
Çek hadi kılıcını, gel. Çek kılıcını, gel.
Son of a whore. I was there in Kosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosen.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over.
What of my ill will? Coward! Draw your
Fine. If you insist.
For Titan!
You're in no fit state to fight.
And this should be easy for you.
For what? The sins of your
Hayır abi, ne master'ı, kendi günahları için ya.
I have no quarrel. And I will not strike a man.
Ya saldır. Rosalit'teki köpeklerden biri bu
I
ya.
won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an I am nothing like you. Just know that I will.
Ya çek kılıcını, çek şunu, geberteceğim ya, dön. Ben gitmiyorum abi, ben öldürmek istiyorum. Allah Allah, oyun izin ver. İzin ver abi. Beni böyle tehdit edip de şey yapacak bir adam niye hayatta bırakayım? Gelmiş benim memleketimde beni şey yapıyor, insanlarımı öldürüyor. Sizi köpekler, cilin başını oduna koyup kafasını kesecek olan piçlerden biri bu işte. Lord Kupkası öyle demişmiş, böyle demişmiş. Amcık. Salla, bunlarla hiç fight atamam şu an.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
The Dalmatian Republic.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor.
Grace'ini getirdik bak
I
sana
am
yanımda.
Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course.
Joshua gel.
It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes.
And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Mamas boy diyorsun ha?
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
What the hell? Diyecektim şu Odin diğer... Oo, masadakileri de kesti.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hues.
Midin peşindeler.
A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Acilen Mid'i kurtarmaya gitmemiz lazım. Kahpeler.
Mythos.
Geliyorum oğlum, bekle, ecelin geliyor.
Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
Bekle oğlum. Geliyorum. Barnabas Tharm. Artık nasıl adı tam hatırlamıyorum ama Barnabas'ı hatırlıyorum. Evet, Freesty'ni düşünüyorduk az önce.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
Mayhap?
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
Ne lake abi?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please
Whoa!
be safe. If aught were to befall you...
How dare you touch my brother, girl?
You have my word.
Sarılacak mı? Woo! Neyse, hak ettiği buydu zaten abi. O kadar hayatta tutmuş seni.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
İki abi dalgası geçsene şu çocukla ya. Sevgili yapmışsın ha tarzında. Yok mu? Yok. Yani bu şakalar için fazla büyümüş olabilir. Make for
She cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Lan.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yote is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
Assassin's Creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve. Both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
It's a Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Bedfellows ne demek abi?
Then let us be rid of them.
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry. Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
Whoa!
My lady.
Relax, boy.
Hey.
What a strange fella. Ya amca yeter artık şu.
Uncle Byron.
Şu hareketleri bir sal bir adam ya.
I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the horde arrived. Some in the merchants' district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
Uçan gemim peki siparişe hazır diyebilir miyiz?
Think I can manage that.
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
Abi şu kızı koruyun bak. Bu kızın peşindeler. Tutun şu kızı. Sıkıntı büyük.
Shall we then?
Byron'la Gava bir şey olabilir burada. Gel.
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Yani %90 ihtimalle Mid'i kastettiler. %10'da Jilly. Evenfall.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things.
Eyvah dayı. Gözümüzün önünde can nerede? Dans etti adam öldürdükten sonra, gördünüz mü? Sadece kafası esmine mi dönüşecek abi? Dönüşsün işte ya. Ya da benim onun skillini açmam mı lazım? Bak ona hiç bakma. Skill kısmında Torgal da var çünkü.
What happened to the Royal Army? There's nothing but monsters here.
Dur bakayım. Torgal kısmı var mı? Change image. Ya şimdi ben bunu yaparım da bunun skill'lerini kullanmayacaksa bunu yapmaya gerek yok abi. Neyse. Bahamut. Gel bakalım. Şimdi bunu hiç yapmadık. Bunu biz mi yapıyoruz? Neyse şu sidinkilerle değiştirelim abi. Knight kolum başında. Neye bakacaktım ya ben? Ha, şunlardan birini öğrenmemiş mi diye bakacaktım. Wings of Light. Auto skill mi acaba? Flare Breath var, Impulse var. O zaman bu abi. Bir de koluma ne oluyor? Recommended abilities, optimize here. Başka ne yapabilirim? Ya bunu niye biz kullanmak için şey falan mı yapmam lazım? Dur bakayım. Aynen. Hadi böyle yapalım. Biraz bunu kullanalım. Değişiklik olsun. Of, pis. Burayı ne ısırmış bilmiyorum da. Belki bir şey ısırmamıştır. O da olabilir. Neyse bu kadar yeterli. Wings of Light. Şehir güzelmiş abi. Lan oğlum önümde adamları öldürmeyi bırakın lan. Yaparım ha. Bunu bir deneyelim ya. Açıkçası daha epik bir şey bekliyorum. Bak fena değilmiş ama. Ne kadar devam ediyor acaba? Bayağı da devam etti aslında. Mega player. Zero. Niye zero abi? Ne yapmam gerekiyor? Pek anlamadım kullanımını ama skill'i şey yaptım, hatırladım yani.
That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy.
Yani pek beğenmedim açıkçası Bahamut'un skill'lerini. Bakalım biraz daha şey yapalım. Neyse ki cana vuruyor. Cancel abi, cancel ya.
City's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside.
Bir tane survivor yok abi. Varsa şu konuşan adam vardı ya, onun son 2-3 nefesini falan tanık ederiz yani.
Where are they?
Hadi son bir fight.
These creatures. Ultima's reach extend this far. What the hell is going on here?
Niye ölmüyor şu an?
your master! What does he want?
İyi bitti. Dönme şeyi bitti. Döndürü mü? Öyle mi abi?
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
Seni bir kesim de senin skill'lerini Bahamut'la değişelim abi.
I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled.
Gel.
I am Sleipnir of House Harvard. And you will yield.
Hı hı. Şu an yield oldu.
As long as you don't hold back.
Gel abi gel. Yield bakalım. Nereye gitti lan eleman? Şurada. Elemanı göremedim. Merak ediyorum. Şu bir iki olsun mesela. Umarım bunun skill'leri iyidir ya. Bahamut'un skill'lerini gerçekten beğenmedim yani.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir.
Odin'in mızrağı diyorsun ha.
Yes!
Planladım adamın üstüne her şeyi.
One is seldom enough. Would you not agree?
Actually, I wouldn't.
This one.
Nerede lan eleman?
Enjoying yourself?
Ya bu ulti bu adama kesinlikle gitmiyor yani. Daha bekle, sana daha çok var. Rahatta kal.
The vessel is strong.
Kesinlikle öyleyim.
My liege.
De sen niye? Sen dominant değil misin abi? Kral mı dominant? Ben dominant'ı bu sanıyorum. Bunun olması lazım bence.
Clive!
Ne oluyor abi?
You're all right.
Şimdi bir anda dönüşüyor mu? Ne yapıyor?
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was
Yeah.
over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
You hope da demek ki bir şeyler yolunda değil. Dönüşecek kesin. Eyvah. Gel lan Barnabas.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Get back.
Ya burada 3 tane dominantız ya. Sen kimsin lan? Abi hayır, bizi çocuk gibi dövemez Clive. Kendine gel.
Wild and impetuous, expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Eyvah.
Mythos. But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing.
And my purpose standeth unchanged. Those who stripped from the gold
Your
shall
Majesty.
all meet
My purpose
death
is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to
by
my
the
people.
flame of Mesna.
And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Gunnyer'i mi alacak yerden? Hatta almayacak, çekecek eline doğru böyle. İzle şimdi. Öyle olmadı.
Try it.
Lord Commander'a ne oldu peki? Ya Clive! What the fuck? Eyvah!
You are as weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Abi bir kere daha Jill arkada kaldı. Koruma görevini üstlenerek. Odin'e dönüşecek mi peki bu? Yoksa dönüşmeden mi?
Reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Lan! Sakın. Ne demek sometime nedir abi? Jill'e ne oldu?
Will you be alright?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him.
Abi adam bizim savaşçı ruhumuzu kırdı. Ne yap? Çocuk gibi dayak yedi ya.
Remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but
Bütün
you've
kas
already done so
tellerini şey
much for
yapmış.
us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You got mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy.
Ya we ain't your boy ya. Aa.
What to do is help.
Relax
The
uncle.
world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Bu Benedicta ile onun kızı galiba da abi ben sahne mi kaçırdım oyunda farkında olmadan.
What of the royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But you have an idea.
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Abi Otto'ya kağıt almaya gidiyoruz. Biz neredeyiz? Kağıt nerede? Gideceğimiz yer nerede yani? Hani tamam TP atıyoruz da hikaye uyarlılığı açısından bu gitgeller ve haritanın uzaklığı falan mantıklı değil yani. Buraya geldik. Kağıt alıp şimdi tekrar Karen'a dönüp Karen miydi? Karen miydi? Neydi? Map'in adına şeyin Freesty'nin adını unuttum.
Gav said that Otto might know something.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi. What will happen to me?
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are...
Clive? Where the hell is everyone?
They're all right.
Böyle oldu diye anlatıyor şu an. O da böyle mi oldu diye cevap veriyor.
You lot don't do things by... Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm
sitting under a pile of rubble.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to the more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that...
Then I'll check the workshop.
Like father, like daughter. Right. Surge meets dungeon.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, then do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
Of course it will. What kind of a fucked up question is that? Inspect volumes.
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. I'd better keep looking.
Well, that's it then.
What do we have here?
Cigaras.
Sid's pipes.
We've had no word from Canva for days. Please tell me Mid is all right.
Yeah, she's fine. Bak bebek. Kıracağız şimdi, içinden bir şey çıkacak.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar.
Üzgünüm Mid. Kırmak zorundayım.
What's this tucked in?
Metadol, I know you like your riddles, so I reckon you'll appreciate this one. Of all my inventions, this one's the best, and so when choosing its place of rest, I recalled your opus, daughter dearest, and now it sleeps there in the first. I'm going to have to work on the last rhyme. Good luck.
Sid's best invention. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be?
Opus ne
Perhaps I'll
abi?
take mine
Kelimeyi
now.
bilmiyorum. Bakalım opus neymiş. Afrika'da paylaşıyor özellik türlü üniversite second edition. Okay. Opus. Yapıt eser kitap oyna. Böyle ne? Nakış. Bakalım yeni kılıcın görüntüsü nasıl olacak. Asla hopeless romantik. Biz yardım etmediğimiz sürece hopeless kalacak gibi gözüküyor arkadaş.
Well, did you find it?
Possibly. You would...
Opus. That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchid. She couldn't have been more than what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing to... It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something.
Once those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway we didn't want.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with a cache and the valleys are full of...
Müzik kutularından birinin içine mi saklamış, ne yapmış?
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break...
Çekelim
What didn't
bakayım.
you break?
Nothing. We definitely didn't break it. It's broken. Except...
Şuradan şimdi bir kağıt fırlatacak, bak izle.
And you had nothing to do.
No, we just wanted to listen to... So we pressed all the buttons. Like this.
Tamam abi, çocuklar gizli şeyi çıkartmış işte içinden.
See?
All right.
Did you break? Can you fix...
No, I mean... There.
You fixed it. He more than... Yeah.
Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dream.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye, aye.
Actually, yes.
Dion left.
Unless you've another word for stood up, and he did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies.
No. We're not the Prince's keepers.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wound's much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Though I may be sometimes.
Then at least try to stay.
Sıkıntı yok dar ya. Rahatta kal.
And if that fails, try.
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
What do you want? No scratches, right? You can thank me later. Should last you a good while. Not bad, if I do say so myself. You can thank me later. Anything else?
Nope. Yeni kılıca bakalım. Meh.
Clive. Go on then. You're rubbing me blind, you know. I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? Come again. Or don't. Not much bothered either way.
Ama kayıtta müziğe bir bakayım dedim. Şimdi fark etmemişimdir. Bilgisayardaki yer falan biter. Bir de hemen dur. Yere de bakayım. Tamam, yeterince boş yer var.
I were right, Clive. My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Aina is one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Clive, what do you know of Barnabas Tharm?
Hiçbir şey bilmiyoruz abi.
Only what the bards sing. that he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must.
The light! I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
Mid! Company!
Eh?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
Bollocks! All hands! Man your stations!
Everyone with me? Here they come.
Smith needs every moment we can give her. About that offer, Kev?
How are we doing, Mid?
I thought you said that ship was fast! I haven't got this alive in 20 summers!
Don't let the coffin be curved. We know to pay and I'll stand it back going first.
Şahane değil mi abi? Buraya çıkmadılar diye yaptığım saldırılar sayılmadı. Güzel şuraya bak sen. Aksiyon durmuyor abi. Görsellik tavan yani. Tamam amca, en çok sen yoruldun, tamam mı?
That was easy enough.
All right, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain?
Clive?
Tamam, Gev öldü abi.
But I thought he was...
Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
Maalesef.
Up for another round?
Of course we are. Right, Lord Rosfield? My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Or was it my axe? No matter, heads will roll all the same. Mate, new plan! You leave, we follow!
Follow? Swimming, are you? Oh, bugger me! Weigh anchor! Engine's dead slow ahead!
Have care, my friends. It is not blood that runs through an Eggie's veins. These foes will not fall easily.
But they will fall. Like oaks before a woodman's axe. Good thing I brought one!
How long are we meant to keep this up?
As long as it takes. Unless you have a recipe.
Well, I've already killed at least 5 of the bastards. Fuck it. Let's do the lot.
Hadi Clive, hadi oğlum. Bak Gev burada hasar alırsa ağlar. Dün aşağı da olmuş ha yani. Hayır. Güzel Byron. İşe yaradın dostum. Hadi şovu kes, hadi. Biri şu şovmeni tutsun abi.
I am the captain of my ship.
Now, mate!
Alright, engine full ahead! And hold on tight!
Bu gemi uçmuyor mu abi? Anladım. Ben uçan bir gemi hayal etmiştim. Hala da görebiliriz. Umarım görürüz yani. Görmeyeceğiz, tamam. Sadece itiş motoru olan bir gemiymiş. Hayal kırıklığına uğradım. Uçmasını istiyordum abi. Uçan gemi. Kızım ne oluyor? Sakin ol. Hah, tamam.
What do you want?
Sakın.
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Eyvah.
Now back to your stations! Every bell spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
Uçacak mıyız? Hadi uçalım ya.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye. And they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
Ah. You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Randalar can provide them.
Who is this Randalar guy?
Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle. And may fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back.
Dayı dur düşeceksin.
Cheerio! Oh, yeah. Do keep up, my boy.
Well, you can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
Acelen neydi başkanım?
Greek of mercy. All this. What have I done?
Tamam, bu ufaklık iyileştirecek onu.
Lord.
Sonra bu adam bir şekilde orduyu toplayıp bize davamızda yardımcı mı olacak? Ne yapacak? Sail to Null diye Nero. Yani bu geminin bu uzun yoldan geçmez. Buradan geçeceğiz ki epik bir sahne olsun şöyle. Tamam mı? Ama buradan nasıl geçeceğiz? Acaba şurada mı uçacak? Ben hala uçmasını istiyorum. Ve tıklayalım buraya. Olmazsa save alır kapatırız. Hala geminin uçmasını bekliyorum abi.
There's a lot of sea between here and Waloed, but any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehere.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours.
Yetiştik ha.
Look alive, boys! Full ahead! And keep those furnaces fed!
Tamam, sadece buharlı gemi yapmış abi.
All hands! Battle stations! Let's see what this girl can do.
Where one leads, so does the other follow. The bond of consciousness which joins them condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating. But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
Great Grigos, gosh!
Barnabas.
Hard port! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
Lan yok mu sende de bir karşı kılıç darbesi ya? Üf, çarpacağız ha.
It's now or never. I'll find her.
Eyvah, recharge et set diyor.
Bloody hell! Out of starboard!
Through the maelstrom.
Where did you hide her, Barnabas?
It's at last. You're all going to die. Stop the butcher's bill. I need to hurry.
Lan ne oluyor? Odin diğer gemide mi kaldı?
No! There he is! He wants him alive!
Hold on. I'm coming. For both of you.
Back to shepherds!
Ya abi bu Bahamut'un skill'leri ne böyle saçma sapan. Ya mesela şu yağmur gibi yağan skill için niye böyle saçma sapan bir bekleme ve kanat çırpma şeyi var ki abi? Baksana abi bu ne? Cancel ya. What the fuck is this shit ya? Ya cancel şunu, bu ne abi ya? Bu ne abi? Bir dakika hapşırmam lazım. Geldiler.
She must be here somewhere. I'm just
Jail.
You came.
Of course I'll kill. Bu ne ya? Wow.
Clive, how did you?
I'll explain later. Hands. Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
Stand still! Phoenix. Are you not the dominant of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
Öyle mi? Arkasına ışınlanıp bir anda bıçağı sokacaklar ama öyle bir şey olmadı. Oo, Grime'a dönüşmüş. Hadi biz de dönüşelim ya. Hayır abi, o gemiye bir şey olmasın bak. Hadi Clive Shiva. Böyle bir 3v1 atalım şununla ya. Eyvah. Çok sıkıntı. Eleman güçlü çıktı. Oo, eleman bayağı güçlü çıktı. Bu ne abi? Karayip korsanları. Adam denizi ikiye yaktı. Eyvah. Bence Jill kanatlarını açtı abi. Öyle bir şey olmamış. Abi bu ne böyle? Kaldı mı burası? Gerçekmiş arkadaşlar. Eyvah.
Can you go on?
Recharge headset.
I think so. But to where?
Gel. Epik bir fight bizi bekliyor abi.
You. What did you do to Joshua? The Phoenix?
Clipped his.
Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black. And all that live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the mother crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve. It is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate. However much it may hurt.
Get as far away as you can.
Clive, no.
Trust me, Jill.
Gel. Eyvah.
We don't have to do this.
Ya we have to do this abi, saçmalama.
Only to remind you of your duty. Defend yourself. In the short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. Yet as a vessel, I feel like I have seen enough. If reason cannot sway you, there are other means of persuasion mankind. Raise your guard. You will assume the mantle you've been given. And thus is the light of hope severed.
Oh, what the fuck?
You would yield so soon.
Never.
Clive!
Ya kızım, ben sana biraz uzaklaş demedim mi ya?
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos, you wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy,
has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God.
No.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation! And abandon everything we hold dear!
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms.
Bak kılıcımızın şeyi değişmiş.
And not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
Eyvah!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try.
Kızım arkadaki girişi niye kapatmadın?
Don't look back.
Allah'ım yarabbim. Clive bested. Okey abi. Bunu söyleme ihtiyacı duyduğun için teşekkürler oyun.
I hope the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. You never have seen the ice where it led. We need only wait till dawn.
Torgal gelsene lan sarılısız şunlara. Oh my god man.
This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master.
Saçmalama Jill.
Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe? But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for. Of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
Ya bırak. Whoa. Oh my, oh my.
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around
Better
you.
grow up fine.
Yet always so low. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You.
Let me
never
save you mu
once
diyeceksin
took
dayı.
the time to save yourself.
Myself. I think I might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving, provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
Shiva'nın dominant gücünü mü verecek? Ne yapacak? Adam da man of the mission ya. Gözler hiç şey yapmıyor yani. Derken.
This is what you want, then.
Kardeşim izin ver de bir kız cevap verseydi.
It is. This burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me. If I'm to continue on, having pledged my life to those I love, then I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Clive.
I promise you, Jill, we will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other.
Hadi bir öp de seyirciler rahatlasın be. Allah'ım ya Rabbim. Ne uzattın be adam ya.
That we might one day look upon the moon again. Together.
Kalenin balkonundaki çocukluk anısı hatırlandı.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
benzer bir söz verildi. İkisinden biri ölürse yapımcıyla görüşeceğiz. Damn. And it is concluded. We are officially. Oh my god. My lord. Aşkımız yelken açtı diyebiliriz. Aynen öyle Torgo.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
To what end?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
And that is what?
Of course. Drake's spine. The last mother crystal.
The Einherja is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
Epic. Kesinlikle epicti yani. Evet, deniz ayrılma sahnesi. The Promise. Become one. Verilen söz. Tam burada bitirmek istiyorum da şimdi böyle de kapatamıyoruz zaten. İade travel. Tamam, bir dakika, nereye travel? Tamam, eve gidip travel. Buraya travel yapıp burada bitiririz şimdi. Evet.
Mid says Odin split the sea in two. But as tall...
I struggle to believe it.
I see your uncle isn't.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle went to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun.
Show me a city where that isn't true.
We're running out of time, but we've done our best to shore up that hideaway. But I doubt if you still. We'll keep at it.
Let's hope so.
Tamam. Across the Narrow. Okay. The power of ice. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Shiva's essence. Attuning with Shiva not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities such as Ice Age, which forcefully knocks back enemies great distance. Ability details are found on the abilities tab in the menu. Shiva's feat. Shiva's iconic feat called Snap can be used to swiftly move left, right, forward or back to either the. Tamam, güzel.
I should visit Joshua. Assuming Talia will allow it.
Tamam, şimdi şöyle bir şey yapıyoruz abi. Şimdi zaten şey kesinlikle gidiyor. Bahamut yani. Defol git kanka. Rezil. Şimdi Titan'ı da Slink ile değiştireceğim ki yola çıktığımız yoldaşlarımızın anısı olsun. Şimdi şu an bir tek şuraya şey kaldı. Bir saniye. Heh, geldi. Şimdi şuraya bir tek Odin kaldı. Ben şu an şeyi anlamıyorum. 8 tane element ve 8 tane icon var dedik, tamam mı? Bak 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 de Odin olacak, tamam mı? Ya 8 kim? Şimdi Ifrit normalde yoktu, hani Ifrit diye bir şey bilmiyorduk yani. O 8. kim? Anlatabiliyor muyum? Wow, Shiva'nın skill'ler biraz pahalıymış. Ne bu abi? Slide Master. Hadi Master içinmiş. Tamam, buna şey yapmaya gerek yok. Bu ne abi? Summon a winter storm that freezes enemies in place with radius before knocking them back. Tamam. Bu zaten asıl şeyi. Eyvah, yanlış oldu. Bu zaten asıl şeyi. Asıl skill'i ve çok şey yani masraflı. Bu ne abi? Niye bu kadar master'ı bunun şey yani? Ekstrem. Bakalım. Bu fena değil. Güzel, bu güzelmiş. Bu ne? Anlayış. Yok, tekrar böyle bir skill istemiyorum. Çok uğraştırıcı oluyor ya. Ama güzel de hasar vuruyor şimdi. Onu da şey yapmak lazım. Ama biz yine de bunu alalım. Learn mi, upgrade mi? Upgrade, learn, upgrade, learn. Bunu alalım ya. Yok, buna da gerek yok. Yeterince puanımız yok zaten şu an herhangi bir şey yapmaya. Böyle dursun her şey. Bu ne abi? Tamam, bu ana şey. Ne diyor? Tamam, biz bunu kullanıyoruz şu an. Bu ne peki? Yok, buna hiç gerek yok. Zaten bunu otomatik yapıyor gibi bu şeyi. Bu ne? Bu da şundan iyi olur. Tamam. Pile Drive'ı seçiyoruz. Bir de Mesmerize'ı seçiyoruz. Okey. Şunu seçtik. Mesmerize'la şimdi Mesmerize'ı seçtik buraya. Şunu da onu seçtik. Böyle bırakalım. Save. Aynen öyle. Crossing Arrow. Ya bu bölüme çok fazla isim verilebilir YouTube'a atarken. O yüzden ben sadece Epic yazmakla yetineceğim. Evet. Güzeldi. Umarım siz de izlerken keyif almışsınızdır. 3 saat 6 dakika yeterli. Devamında neler olacağını hep beraber görmek üzere.